Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a reading on the upcoming election, and I'm going to see what comes up because I'm very curious because lots of different intuitives are getting different things. Some are saying that Donald Trump will win. Some are saying Kamala will win, but it will be for the best. Some are saying that there won't be any election at all and there's something else that will happen. But one thing that is for certain is that the energy feels very strange right now. It feels like things are up in the air. We don't know what timeline we're going to get on. But I'm going to see. I think today's Monday. Yeah. So the election is tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday. So I'm just going to see what I can get, what comes up, because I'm very curious because it feels very up in the air. Like something is brewing, but we don't know exactly how it's going to play out. And so what I'm going to ask is, I'm going to see if it will come up who's going to win, what's that's going to look like. Also, what I thought of is what the day of the election, 5 days from the day of the election, 10 days from the day of the election, 20 days. So basically the idea is I'm trying to figure out, okay, how are things going to be go after the election? How will they be, right? Like how is this going to play out? Because last year things got kind of weird. Or not last year. When was the last? Like 4 years ago, right? Things got weird. So we're going to see. I'm gonna ask that I can just get my ego out of this and just see what comes up. Okay. So the first question is, who will win? And what will that look like? So, okay, I'm going to see. I'm hearing it's going to get strange before it gets better. But let's see, who will win? So wow. You know what I pulled? The High Priestess. And this is the one that's about mystery and not really knowing the answer. And she's kind of a strange character. You never know what's going to be happening with her. You don't know. And I'm hearing if someone wins, this person will win. Oh, interesting. 4 of Cups. So that's sort of a rejection type thing. So I heard if someone wins, what it looks like. And I don't know if you know about the 4 of Cups, but it's about like something being like rejected. Interesting. So like someone would not be able to do something, or someone would be able to or maybe the results would be rejected by one of both of the sides, and then justice, and the results will be contested by one of the both sides, and then justice. So like either side is going to think it's unjust, which kind of, I mean, that's kind of makes sense that would happen, right? But and then worry, but I'm hearing do not worry, because there will be an ultimate positive outcome. And I'm hearing that this is the shakeup that humanity needs. Basically, this whole election is subconsciously shaking their assumption of power. We've got King of Wands, so it's sort of like, I'm hearing the Emperor has no clothes. So it's sort of like I'm hearing that it's basically this election is meant to shake up the assumptions of power. And ultimately that would mean people need to, okay, this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the whole energy behind this election is meant to like shake power. Like I'm hearing that I'm seeing a whole lot of holes with the King of Wands, right? So, and I mean that could be Trump, right? The King of Wands, because it is a king, but it's getting more that it's sort of like the whole basis, whatever transpires by the election, it's supposed to be moldy. What I'm hearing is look moldy. Elections in general are supposed to look moldy. So moldy means sort of being that, so like that basically like that people are supposed to realize that the whole process stinks type thing. The whole process stinks. So whatever it's that happens is supposed to basically make people question everything. And I'm hearing it's sort of a delicate. I'm hearing it doesn't really, in a sense, it doesn't really matter who wins, but it does matter because the most important thing is the consciousness behind it is what I'm hearing. It's sort of like the consciousness, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to shake the people behind what's happening, or trying to shake things up so people are very like, so it almost shaking up the elections. Interesting. So it's sort of like the first card I'm getting is the High Priestess. You don't really know. So, and this is kind of what a lot of other like readers are getting too, is that they don't really know. But I know what I'm gonna do is, okay, the day of the election. I got the sun. So that's I'll cover this. The sun. So what exactly does that mean? Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see. So eliminate. The sun eliminate. So okay, I'm not quite sure exactly what that means, but they're trying to eliminate. I'm hearing the charge, or the basically the energy behind. I'm hearing it, like I keep on hearing that they want people to sort of laugh at themselves and realize that the whole, oh my goodness, and just as I said that, I pulled, that is crazy. I swear, you don't see what's happening behind the camera, but I said laughter before I got this, laughter. That is, wow, that is crazy. I like this deck of cards I've got. It's really, I like to combine all the decks of cards. So basically laughter, it's about, I'm hearing this is an election that's very much about making people laugh at themselves, making them people kind of laugh at themselves. And ultimately, what they're trying to do, it's basically what I'm hearing, this election is basically a psychological operation to break down the whole concept of elections in totality, and have both sides laugh at themselves and laugh at the other side. But that is crazy. Like I got laughter and then I pulled laughter. That is crazy. I should, yeah, that is, and that's been happening a lot with my other readings. Like when I get like this deck that I use, it's quite good. And I'm hearing, okay, what is it going to look like? Okay, sunny, and then, but what is it going to look like 4 days? We'll say 4 days from the election. What is it going to look like? What are things going to be looking like? Say 4 days from the election. Wow, I got the sun again. I got the shuffled. So what exactly does that mean? What are they going to look like? Will there be a winner that's Queen of Pentacles? So that could be Kamala. But let's see, but then, okay, we got that could be Kamala, but then I've got the Five of Pentacles right after that. So that would be her being left out in the cold. Camilla. So I first, maybe she'd win, but then I got but I'm hearing she'll be left out in the cold in a very specific way. And then death. So I'm thinking that's not. It doesn't mean literal. When you hear death, it doesn't mean okay. This is judgment, death and judgment. So something is going to happen to make, something's going to happen to make, I keep on getting each side question, like what is really this about? Like what is this about? Like there's going to be things that will make people question, like it's about, I keep on getting, it's about consciousness, and And basically, let's see what else. I'm going to go to my Gypsy Oracle. Okay, let's see, what do we've got? Melody. So, like, either someone will become sick, or basically people will realize how sick the whole system is, and that it is not a gift, and that like basically the whole universe, or the people that are on the positive sides, they're basically trying to make things as ridiculous as possible. But a reunion, I hear that's important. A reunion. So, okay, exactly. What exactly does that, a reunion? Okay. Reunion, the father. So it's sort of like, I'm hearing lots of theater will ensue. Lots of theater, like, and arguments will ensue, is what I'm hearing. Like, there'll be, like, kind of the two sides clashing but coming together, and it's just sort of like, and hope, but it's sort of like something is about the election being like moldy, realizing it's moldy. But it's almost like the 4 years ago, that was like a build up to this, but now it's going to get very, very strange. So I'm going to go, okay, that was 4 days after the election, I believe. Now I'm going to go to 8 or 9 or 10 days after the election. Let's see, what do we get for that? 8 or 9, 10 days after the election. Let's see, what are we going to get? Okay, I'm going to shuffle things again. 8 or 9 or 10 days after the election. I'm going to shuffle my, okay, old cards. Okay. 8 or 9 or 10 days after the election. Destroy. Destroy. And then stop. Destroy and stop. Okay, let's let some, so this is 8 or 9 or 10 days after the election. Destroy and stop. Let's see. Reunion. Destroy and stop. Reunion. So I just keep on seeing this image of like both sides like clashing, but like it's almost like the whole system will be coming in question. And people, and I hear with child, it's almost like people will see it's childish, but it's like almost a sense of having to begin. Something will happen where people will have to begin totally again. And people will feel in despair, because it's sort of like this is meant to, it's almost meant to make people feel despair, and that we can, it's almost like this is meant to help humans not soldier on anymore, because humans have been soldiering on in the same way, but the same way over and over again, the same way, and it's meant to kind of stop and destroy and despair. And then, okay, what was there, 19? Now let's say, okay, 17 days afterward the election. Let's see, will there be a conclusion? Will there be a winner? What kind of, will there be a winner? Let's see. Yeah, I did get Kamala. Card. I did get like a card with Kamala, but but then it was like out in the cold. So it's like the Queen. I got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the 17th. Okay, what I'm hearing is I should ask on the 17th. I'm supposed to ask. Okay, on the 17 days after. I don't even know what day that would. I guess that would be like, I don't know. 17 days after the election. How will Kamala supporters largely feel? I'm gonna ask. 17 days after the election. Interesting. That's interesting. We've got a victory card, but then we've got interesting about victory, and then bondage. Materialism, like bondage. And like the need to expand, the need to, I'm not sure exactly. Okay, so I'm I'm gonna ask, how will Trump? I'm gonna kind of go back and forth between them and try and figure out what's gonna 17 days after the election that's here. Like, okay, how will Trump supporters feel? All right. We've got Three of Swords, and yet victory. So it's very interesting because it's like the Three of Swords is heartbreak, but then we've got victory, and I believe, I'll go back to it, but I believe I got the same, like, kind of victory for the Kamala side, and then victory for the Trump side, but heartbreak and victory together. I don't know why both sides, it's very strange. And then we've got Five of Cups. So victory, but then Three of Swords and Five of Cups, which is sadness. So, but then we've got another victory card, which is Four of Wands, which is like very much about things being solidified, and like if you look at that, it's a very victory. But we've got the opposite energies combined. This is very strange. And then Page of Cups, like a lot of let's see what, a lot of emotions, a lot of emotions. Game. I'm here that's important. It's like retreat from the game. So it's sort of like people are gonna, so that could mean not a victory and wanting to retreat. But okay, I'm gonna ask in 20 days. So I'm getting these mixed messages. So I'm gonna here on 22 days. Here, what is the 22 days after the election? What does the political landscape look like? Like, who's in charge? Because by then it should be solidified, right? If they're okay. I mean, it should be the next couple days, but it's like from the election traditionally. But it just feels very weird, this whole election. So, what will it look like 22 days after election? What will the political landscape look like? Ace of Cups. So lots of emotions. I'm hearing even cleansing. There could be emotional cleansing. Two of Swords, deciding, which it should be. I mean, it's almost like deciding between two sides, but that should have already been done. Four of Pentacles, a sense of defensiveness. So people feeling a sense of defensiveness. Temperance, which is interesting because, you know, there's a cup, they're trying to mix together emotions. Like, it's almost like trying to mix together two. You've got two there, two into two there, trying to mix together two emotions. The world, I'm hearing the completion of something. Completion, something will have to be completed. Okay. Suppress. So we've got suppress and suppress. So let's see what else. Focus upon divine and perfect health. So I'm hearing something will happen, or that will help, that will sort of almost, whatever it is, will help people sort of like look at things in a different way. Help look at things in a different way and have a different focus. Like, I'm hearing this is a very much a psychological operation on humanity to help people go to a different level, if you will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask one last question, and I'm going to be very direct. I'm going to ask the left side will Trump win? And the right side will Kamala win? So It's interesting because when I was doing the cards, like there's well, female came up, and also a male. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna ask, and I'm gonna hope to get the right. Okay, will Trump win? Will Trump win? Interesting. I got 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and the Magician. Interesting. So, now let's see. Well, and then I'll have to do, because I got to get 3 cards. So, and I'm going to do Kamala afterwards. But the 5 is the interesting because we've got the Magician would suggest, yes, because, but then these cards would suggest no, right? We've got the Magician, which is very much about somebody getting into their power. It can also be about illusions. It can also be about there being like magic, literal magic involved. So it's sort of, and then we've got the 7 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, which is interesting because those are kind of the most negative side. This is the most positive. This is the most negative side of the deck, right? The 5 of Swords is like a bully, somebody having one over somebody else. This is about stealing, somebody stealing something else, right? Something being stolen. So let's see. Let's see. Stolen. Okay, stolen. 7 of Swords. I got that to clarify the 7 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. So that's like you see somebody taking something, the Page of Pentacles, like almost somebody taking something. Okay, let's see, clarify that some more. And then the Victory. But then there's a Victory card again, but then there's stealing, and then there's also somebody sort of taking, like a younger person taking something, right? And then Victory. So it could be somebody claiming victory who doesn't have it. And then the 5 of Swords is somebody bullying. And okay, let's see. Let's see the 5 of Swords is kind of the bully card. Somebody taking, and then but then we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a very positive card. So it's sort of like I'm hearing whatever negative things happen, it can be turned around to a positive energy, and yeah. So let's see. Let's ask, will Kamala win? So that was for Trump. Let's see, will Kamala. So I got those are the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. It's the most negative cards actually, but then we had the most positive. So it's like almost like there's different. Will Kamala win? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. We've got the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and then but we've got the Tower in between it, which is like a very we've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So that would be obviously her coming up, right? Because she's the like, I think she's an air sign. I don't know the air sign. But then we've got a woman character coming up, which is Kamala, I assume. And then moving but then we've got the Tower, which is about like some sort of chaos happening, and it's almost like she's running into some state of chaos. But then the 10 of Cups looks very like it's positive, but it could also be one of illusions, right? It can also be the 10 of Cups is about pretending to be a certain. So King of Cups, 10 of Cups, King of Cups. Let's see, what else? Pleasure seekers. So that could be, it's like something, I'm gonna ask. Well, is there going to be some sort of like chaos that comes up? Because I keep on getting like, it's like, okay, the star, like, um, let's see, what will happen? The star. It's almost like there's this sense of, let me see, like, of it's a, whatever it is, it's a bumpy road. It's a bumpy, like, I'm hearing it's almost like we're all going to be put on a roller coaster, but it's a roller coaster for our own good. It's for humanity's own good. It's a roller coaster, that's for humanity's own good. Where like, it looks like one side will win, but then there'll be some sort of chaos. There'll be some sort of chaos, and then but then the card of illusion, right? Because I mean, that looks, when I ask about Kamala, I mean, look at, there's two female characters that came up, and then it looked like there's like a movement, a positive movement, and then there's the tower, which is about, chaos and something being torn apart and upended. So it's like, and then melancholy, and then it's like positive again. So I don't like. I'm like, yeah, it's very. Yeah, this is what I've got. I don't really know what to say other than that. It feels very nebulous. It feels like, it feels very, just very strange. I'm gonna ask, is there any message that the universe wants to, and then misfortune, is there any message that the universe wants to give to us about these elections? Any last messages? Focus, oh wow, I got this before. Focus upon divine and perfect health. And the essential message I'm getting is that the whole politician system, well, it stinks, and we have to move on to something else. And that's kind of the lesson that we're going to get in some way or form or another. But I'm going to ask, another question is, how chaotic could this get? I'm going to ask that too. How chaotic could this get? And I'm Three of Swords. Three of Swords. So that it's, what I'm hearing that is how much humanity is willing to release their collective pain, because this is a reflection. It's almost like a reflection. These elections are a reflection of the collective pain body, is what I'm hearing. And it all depends on how much humanity grows up. But what's the likelihood that there can be some sort of chaos? Or, okay, the Two of Pentacles, that kind of depends. It all depends. I'm like, it's like it could go either way. I'm hearing there's lots of splitting energy right now, and people's minds are becoming sort of like blown, if you will. Everyone's minds are just becoming chaotic, if you will. So anyway, that's what I got. It was kind of a conflicted message, but that's what I got nonetheless. And yeah, I hope you have a terrific day and a good election day, and whatever you choose to do. Bye bye.